Okay, this is a very different video than what we normally do. However, I am going to be covering Wuthering Waves for pretty much. This is my new favorite game. This is the game I love. I have a connection with this game. I love it. I absolutely love this. Right. This is scary though. This is scary. This isn't good, and I think it's actually disgusting. I'm actually editing my Wuthering Waves tier list right now as we speak. I literally just finished recording this. So let's talk about this. If you're not aware, there's a problem with the JP server where they mismarketed and the translation for the Geon weapon banner was off. And that's not okay. That's a massive problem that Kuro Games, they need to, I don't know if maybe the translators are just not, are not as experienced, and maybe like, these are like made up names that Kuro's did, like Resonance Liberation and all this shit. And so maybe like they're having a problem bringing it to different languages. I don't know, but that needs to be solved, and that needs to never happen again before they lose their credibility, right? We just have to keep it a buck. That is a very, very big issue. And a lot of people, unfortunately, bought this weapon and they wind up like, well, what the fuck? This isn't buffing my Kaukuro. This isn't buffing this. This isn't buffing that. And so there was a problem with this. Now, Kuro Games being goaded with the saw, shout out to Sip Sip Steven and Hex Juice. We'll go over that in a minute. They, I don't know if I can find the original tweet at the moment. They put out an apology. Initially, I think they gave people 160 asterite first, saying we're sorry, here's a pull, which is bad. You can't take people's money, especially people that are paying a lot of money. Like, for example, well, I don't know how much one pull was. I'm about to do the math. I don't even know it. But like, let's just say they're paying $80, right? Although one pull is never equivalent to $1. Usually it's around maybe $2, $2.50, right? So let's just give it the benefit of the doubt. 2 times 80, I can't do math. It's $160. And obviously different currencies, and it's probably more expensive than $2 than one pull. You can't take $160+ from someone. They get a completely wrong weapon for a character they might not even have at all, and they're like, oh, by the way, here's one free pull. Very bad out of touch response. Honestly, kind of similar to the Genshin Impact anniversary rewards. We love you so much. Here's 2 pulls, or here's 3 pulls, right? That's objectively bad. However, Kuro came out and they said, listen, we fucked up. Fill out this form. Okay, cool. I assume if you fill out the form, there's going to be some sort of compensation, whether it's refunds or maybe they give you asterite. I don't necessarily know. Here's the thing. Here is what is just as bad as this. And again, shout out to Kuro for realizing they made a mistake and tried to fix it by saying, okay, fill this out. And they're giving players, I think, until August 30th or sometime in August. If I could find the original tweet in this video, I will. But this is what is even 10 times worse. This is 100% fake. Details of individual handling the GP weapon gacha false advertisement revealed. No compensation, and users are directed to take it up with their payment platform. This whole thread is apparently bullshit. And the problem with this is this thread blew the fuck up. It got to a lot of bigger CCs. It got to a lot of people in the community like, what the fuck? This is horrible. Let's break down this thread. For the background, the JP weapon gacha description was wrong, leading to false advertisement that showed the weapon stronger than what it actually is. Kuro gave 1 pull, which is horrible. They saw the outcry. They said they will handle compensation on an individual basis. This is the tweet, actually. Once again, we'd like to apologize for the inconvenience caused to everyone regarding the inaccurate description of Geon's weapon. The inaccurate explanation has now been corrected, but we have decided to respond individually to each of the wanderers who have been affected by this incident. If you're a wanderer who meets the following conditions, we'd like to ask you to apply. Deadline for application, August 30th. You have to fill out some information, including your email, by August 30th, and they'll give some sort of compensation. I don't know what that compensation is. Personally, you ask me, if you can't give them their money back, you give them back all their asterite plus that top-up bonus. Make sure these people are getting their top-up bonuses back, because if you just refund them for, let's say, maybe I'm making up something, $50 asterite pack is like, what, 3,000 asterite? Obviously, it's not that. It's probably more. And so they really should have got 6,000. You only give them 3. That's fucked. That's absolutely horrible, and I would stop playing the game if they did that to me personally. Make sure you give them your... So, again, you can't give them your money back. Give them all those rewards and let them keep the weapon for free. Or if they didn't get the weapon, just give them that asterite, right? Give them what they paid for 100%. So, this was a very good response. This thread is the problem with the gacha fucking community. So, We're going to keep it going. Users enter their emails into a form individual compensation Kuro provided. Today, Kuro leaked the emails to apply through that form. That is actually fucking horrible as well. Someone in Kuro Games leaked all these people's emails, and it's insane. I don't know how that happens. I don't know how you're... It just happened with Sony, where they literally leaked the Destiny 2 Final Shape Complete expansion, and then they leaked, I think, Elden Ring as well. Like, how were you a company... and this happens? I understand maybe some things slip, but leaking emails to the public of users who are supposed to get some sort of reimbursement or compensation for a game, literally the day you put the form out, that's bad. That's not a good look, and I've been praising Koro, and I will be praising Koro, and I love this game, and I'm still going to be praising them for this game, and I'm going to praise them in this as well, but that is not good. That they have to be on top of this shit, bro. They have to fucking be on top. They need to get that shit together. The JP server is a fucking mess right now. It's an absolute fucking shit case. Very bad. Carl basically sent an email saying if you want... Now, this is the part that gets into the bullshit territory, apparently, and nobody knows what the fuck is happening because we're not on that server. And again, shout out to Hex Juice and shout out to SipSip7 for this, right? So both great content creators. Please go follow them. Their Twitters, their YouTubes, everything. So let's read this. Carl basically sent an email saying if you want a refund, take it up with your payment provider. In the case of a refund, we will deduct the equivalent amount of premium currency from your account. When asked to follow up if they would return the first 2 times bonus, the CS representatives say no, so users would have to pay 2 times to make up the amount of the premium currency they lose through the refund. Now, reading this off rip, it already low-key sounds like a red flag because they've been so attentive to everyone playing the game and really, really good to feedback. So, but who the fuck am I to... who is this person, right? But who am I to say, okay, well, maybe if this is someone speaking to a representative at Kuro, maybe this is how they're dealing with. It doesn't sound like something they would say, but okay, I read this, I'm like, oh, that's a little fucked up, but all right. And it's not okay. It's not okay at all. Excuse me. But I went going. Of course, you don't need Kuro's permission to get a refund through the App Store, and players were already doing that before individual handling the process was announced. However, if the premium currency stays negative, they will be banned. This image of the response to a player has been submitted to an app store, went viral in Japan. This is an image pretty much saying, hey, dickhead, you have X amount of time before we ban your ass. Okay. This is an in-game message from Kuro saying unnatural Japanese. In unnatural Japanese, that a player's account has gone to minus 750 currency and they must go back to positive or be banned. The message uses the phrase, whatever that phrase is, which became a meme in the JPWW community because it's extremely unprofessional and sounds like a gangster demanding money. That was the part I was like, what the fuck? Okay, like, what are they? Like Kuro Games is now Tony Soprano, like dangling you over like a fucking cliff, or like Suge Knight? Like what? Kuro Games is Suge Knight now, right? Fucking dangling Vanilla Ice over a fucking balcony. So in summary, individual compensation for false advertising actually did nothing for the affected players. I read this. I was at work. I was like, that is bad. And they need to get it together. Shout out to SipSip7 and Hexjuice again. I want to clear up a bit of misinfo regarding the JP Kuro email. There is not currently any proof that Kuro will be banning those whose accounts were affected by the weapon mistranslations when they charge back their bank. Their Wu account will be in the negative, but the screenshot used to prove the possibility of the account bans is 100% doctored. The leak situation is very concerning and we should be worried. Additionally, Kuro should be offering incentives, I agree. However, do not spread misinfo about the threat being banned. There's no evidence to suggest that this is true, and all the other doctored images being spread around. Also, SipSip7, made this thread earlier. Where is it? I'm trying to see it. It was something about the Wuthering Waves Reddit in shambles right now, right? It's just I found out about it. So everyone doom posting, etc. And then if we go down here, new info come out that's saying the banning of the accounts was doctored, not a real document. Accounts will still be in negatives with bans. Correction. Apparently, it may be all mid-info, or I assume misinfo, even the negative gems. What the fuck do you believe? Now, why is this a problem? Why, again, the translation shit, get it the fuck together. We got to get it together. That is not good. Shouldn't be happening on any servers. And as a consumer, that's very frustrating. Now, the email thing, get it together. Fucking get it together, bro. You have the potential to be the best gacha game, period. And change the space. Fucking change the space. The game has so much potential, and we will be putting a full review out probably within a few days. Spoiler alert, the game is fucking amazing. There's some problems with some ecosystems that we'll go over, but it's a solid video game. It is a solid video game, and I haven't had it fun on a game like this in forever. But you can't have it's hard. You can't defend mistakes like this. Oh, well, it's just a little something. It's not. It's big. And another big mistake like this could fucking write this off for a lot of the larger public. And mistakes like this in general could write it off for a larger public. However, spreading misinformation like this and coming up with some fucking bullshit can make this, someone like me, I read this at work. I didn't have time to really look into it. I was like, well, that's fucked up. A lot of people are going to quit the fucking game. Why are people doing this? Now, you could speculate, right? I'm not here to speculate. I mean, although, like, let's be fucking real. Some probably Genshin dicksucker was probably writing this up and fucking going on about this to kind of get a really bad rep out there. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some wild, crazy, ulterior motives from this. Like, how do you get on the internet one day and you say, how can I lie to try to ruin a company's reputation because I like another video game more? You're a fucking loser. Like, you're just straight up a fucking loser, bro. This is insane. This should not be happening. With any gacha game, with any game period, with anything in general, the fact that someone can do this shit and then we all latch onto it because we don't know what's real, because there's no way for us to confirm what's real. Koro really needs to come out soon. Like, soon as in today. I mean, it's 5:41 right now. I guess maybe tomorrow. I don't know what time it is right now. It's probably in the morning for them. They need to come out with a statement as soon as possible for all fucking servers explaining what's happening, what they're going to do to fix this, and to make sure this doesn't happen again. But this is so damaging, and spreading misinformation like this just damages it. Like, I can't say it enough. I can't say it enough. You're a cuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? If you don't like a game, or if you don't like the way they're operating, it's one thing if they're doing some real fucked up shit. And this is fucked up. But this doesn't warrant you to make lies and spread rumors and try to damage the reputation of what could potentially be the next big gacha game. And I really think it is. Especially when they've been so well. They've been listening to the community. They've been putting in feedback. 20 plus patches within fucking 4 days is insane. No AAA game is even doing that. Or you know what I mean? Like, they're listening. They're listening. You watch Tech. Tech has been telling them, giving them some suggestions. Okay, we'll do that in 1.1. Other content creators give them suggestions. Okay, we'll do that. This is deplorable. This shit needs to not happen. And it just knows you have to take it with a grain of salt. The gacha community is a cesspool of fucking negativity. There's a portion of the community, excuse me, like the people, you know, a lot of content creator communities they're pretty positive. They play whatever game they want to fucking play. You could play Genshin, you could play Star Rail, you could play Wuwo, you could play Epic 7, you could play Arknights, whatever. Have fun, enjoy it. And then there's this subdivision online of like, well, I can't like this game because it's a competitor to this game. Or even in the fucking Hoyoverse, the Genshin players hate Star Rail players. It's the same fucking company, guy. It's the same fucking company, little bro. Like, when are we going to get this tribalism, this territorial attitude out of here? And you know what? Even if you want to have that, that's fine. Whatever. Go fuck yourself. Go do what you want to do with your life. But something like this is just unacceptable. And it just blows my mind. I don't fucking understand. I don't understand what dipshit does this. Like, this homie really got on Reddit, typed in a bunch of lies, and then posted it comfortably. And then someone photoshopped this shit and then just posted it comfortably. You have a problem, my guy. You have a problem. The gacha community is filled with some sick fucking people sometimes, bro. Like, that is insane. Like, how does anyone expect the gacha community as a whole to grow, whether it's not only Wuthering Waves, but Genshin and Star Rail, when shit like this happens? You're all shooting each other in the fucking foot. You know, it's like, if a bigger content creator sees the shit that goes on in these communities, it's like, well, that's fucking toxic. That's weird. I don't want to get involved. I don't want to get involved. I don't want to deal with that nonsense. How do you blame them for saying that? Like I wouldn't. You know, if someone like, I don't know, who's a big content creator. I come from Destiny too. I don't know. Datto does Destiny. Maybe that's not a good example. I don't know. We'll use Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat said, yo, I want to play Genshin Impact. And he types in Genshin Impact on YouTube. He's probably going to find an ungodly amount of crazy videos of all the controversies and all the nonsense. Or if you go on Twitter, he's going to find the Genshin Impact stands fighting with the Star Rail stands and the Wuthering Waves stands fighting with this. Whereas, like, you know, hey, I want to play Wuthering Waves. What's going to pop up? This Reddit post. Oh, by the way, Kuro Game scam people. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, do you not realize the damage you're doing to just the overall gacha sphere? Not the game very much, the gacha sphere. You're fucking stupid. I just don't know. It's annoying. I don't know. There's a different video, but I feel like it has to be said because this is unacceptable. Koro needs to get it together though. I love them. I love them dearly. I think they're fucking amazing. And there's so many great content creators in this community that are smaller like me who don't have that reach of someone of like a techie or an MTash or a Gotcha or whatever. And I think I want all these people to grow. But Jesus Christ, man, when you do shit like this, like, well, like you have a very good possibility of damaging the reputation permanently for in a lot of people's eyes. So that's my TED talk, man. I think everyone needs to get. I think just stop being an asshole. Just stop being an asshole. Shout out to Hex. Shout out to Sip for really shedding light on this and the fact that it's all bullshit. So that being said, I love you. We got a tier list dropping tonight. Mwah. I'll see you soon.